Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
So this unit is going to be on Costa Rica. Does anyone know anything about Costa Rica? Jeffrey?
It's in the Caribbean?
Area? Yeah, it's kind of in the Caribbean area. It's located in Central America, so that's good. Anything else? Stephanie?
There's rainforests there?
Yeah, there is a rainforest in Costa Rica. Actually, in a few days we're going to be learning about the Costa Rican rainforest. So, looking at a couple of the essential questions, we're going to learn about why it's important to study Costa Rica. Why is Costa Rica's location important? How is Costa Rica similar to the United States? What is Costa Rica's history and cultural legacy? And how Costa Rica achieves a high standard of living. Do you know what a standard of living is, Jeff?
I don't, actually.
Standard, Steph?
Don't they have like coffee plantations or something?
Yeah, that's correct.
Oh,
Costa
they
Rica
have
has a lot of
sugar
coffee
cane.
plantations.
No, they're bananas, right?
Yeah, they have bananas. But Costa Rica is famous for its coffee. A lot of the Starbucks coffee comes from Costa Rica, and it's a really important element of there. Okay, so if you guys want to open your computers up and do a map of the world. All right, good job, Jeff. Jeff, can you locate Costa Rica on the world map?
It is here.
Yep, perfect. Right there in Central America. Do you want to click on that? Good. All right, so this is a map of Costa Rica. What do you notice about the map of Costa Rica, Jeff?
It is near the equator, so it's probably warmer
Yeah,
and hot.
it's a good assumption. It is warm, and they get a lot of precipitation. What else do you notice about the map of Costa Rica, Jeff?
There's a lot of green, so I think there's a lot of forest.
That's true. There is a lot of forest. What do you notice about the ocean?
Maybe with the heat, it has really tropical places, and a lot of people go there for the beaches.
Yeah, Costa Rica has a pretty good tourism industry. So why should we study Costa Rica? Why is it important? Does anyone know? Jeff, you've been answering a lot of questions. Let's see. Stephanie?
It's important to study other places and different cultures.
Yeah, it's important to study other cultures in social studies. And we're studying Costa Rica specifically because it has a lot of interesting biodiversity, and which means different kinds of plant and animal life. And that's partially due to the rainforest that's there in Costa Rica. And it also has an interesting government setup. So Costa Rica doesn't actually have an army. They invest heavily instead in healthcare and education and other social programs. Yeah, Steph.
Aren't they a really happy place?
Yeah, they have a high standard of living. That's what this question means. They achieve a high standard of living, which means that they have low poverty and high literacy and education, and good infrastructure and social programs. So that's kind of why it's important to study Costa Rica in comparison to other poorer countries of the world and in comparison to the United States. You can do a lot of interesting comparisons. Okay, so in this unit, we're going to be going on a class trip to Costa Rica. So what I want you all to do is to, on your computers in the Culturegram for Kids section, do a little bit of research and come up and tell me what you might see if we went on a class trip to Costa Rica and what it might be like when we got there. Okay, so I'll write those questions on the board.
Costa Rica's right there. During an earthquake in 1991, the Costa Rican city of Puerto Limon, is that how you say it?
Yep, that's correct.
Rose 3 feet and never returned to its original elevation. That's cool. most Costa Ricans would say that country's unofficial motto is Pura Vida. Literally, it means pure life. So when you asked about the standard of living, maybe that's why it's good, because it's literally they're saying it's having a good life.
Good job, Jeff. Keep up the good work.
Costa Rica took home its first Olympic medal in 1988 in freestyle swimming. That's cool.
What does it tell you about the government?
It doesn't. The government.
Good.
Let's see. It's divided into 3 parts. So it has a president, 2 vice presidents, and a cabinet.
So how's that?
That's
How's that similar to the United States?
We have a president.
Yeah.
We also have.
We have 1 or 2 vice presidents.
We only have 1, so that's different. But they still have vice presidents, and then they have a cabinet, and we have one of those too.
Yeah.
So, but that makes the executive branch, and the legislative branch, and the judicial branch are made up too. So they have the same branches that we do in the U.S.
The Costa Rican Constitution and a lot of constitutions are actually based off the United States. Stephanie?
I was looking at the climate, and it says it's split into the dry season and the rainy season. So right now would be getting into the dry season, which is almost like our summertime, for them at least.
And so how is it different in the rainforest versus the mountains? Maybe you could look up some geography, Jeff. Morning, Jeff. Just have a seat. And we're looking at a unit on Costa Rica. You want to pull up the culturegram section on your computer.
I can't find them. Do you have any idea where to be?
Geography. Let's see. Land and climate. Be right up top, right here.
Oh, there it is.
Work on your computer skills.
Sorry.
You're doing a good job, though.
All right. So what were you asking?
A little bit about the geography. So rainforest, mountains, volcanoes. What kind of things does Costa Rica have?
Well, it's about the size of West Virginia.
Oh, that's cool. It says they have more species of plants and animals per square mile than any other country.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, that rich biodiversity. There's different kinds of plants and animals.
Okay. They get half of it's covered in forest too. So we are in rainforest. We don't have anything close to rainforest here. We just have New Hampshire.
Correct. All right. So let's try and answer these questions. What would you see if we went to Costa Rica, Jeff?
A bunch of different animals and forests and different kind of climate.
Correct. That's good. And what would the temperature be like? Do you think it would be cold, snowy?
Well, it's close to the equator, so I think it'd be a little bit hotter.
Yeah. Perfect. And so what do you think it would be like traveling in Costa Rica?
I think it'd be nice. Pack some shorts. Have a good time. Sit on the beach.
Have you ever been to Costa Rica, Mr. Varela?
Yes, I have been to Costa Rica. It's a beautiful country. And so this unit, again, we're going to be going on a class trip to Costa Rica, and tomorrow we're going to start with our first lesson.